What's going on, everyone? It's myself, Rob Vision, and welcome back to another video. So I just have to say, I bought an Xbox One X in 2020. I would have said 2021, but obviously because the whole of the UK went into national lockdown because of the rising cases of what's happening, so I couldn't really hold it to this year anyway that I picked up this console. But the last time I went into the game shop to pick this up was going back in November. So I literally had a browse around in the city centre just to see what I could find. So I came across with this nice looking Gears of War limited edition Xbox One X. So I thought, you know what, I like the design of it. I thought I'd just pick it up. So I picked this up for 189 UK pounds. So I'm actually blown away by its specs because it's not long after the Xbox Series X and Series S came out, because they were so literally difficult to get hold of, and not just that, they were so expensive as well, and the scalpers were trying to sell them as twice as the price as getting it straight from the company or retailer. And basically websites keep crashing when people were trying to secure their pre-orders. So literally I was lucky enough to back out from that, and I just didn't want to get too depressed about it, but I kind of felt left out of that one anyway. So I started not to buy any future consoles as soon as they come out, because you don't know if they're going to have any issues or defects or have any wireless controller drifts, whatever you call it. So you got the front panel here, so it's got a nice looking power button. So it's not the touch sensitive one, it's actually a button though. Got the USB port and sensor there. And even lifting this is kind of it's a very heavy console as well. And as you can see, you got the HDMI ports at the back. But oh my god, looking at this, see the bottom grill down there is literally warped. It's going like that. But if you look at it this way, it's kind of concave. But I'm really surprised this thing works. So that's why it was so cheap. It's not the whole console, it's the actual cover to this, but I can actually tell it's been dropped. Hold on. It's not been dropped, it's actually some damage from it heats, because this console does get very hot. So I bought it from Game, and they said it passed its electrical safety test, everything works fine. And I've gotten away with using this thing as it is, even though I'm quite happy with a faster rendering when it comes to playing Minecraft on this thing, and I'm very impressed with performance. But that's why I've got to leave it in an open space, because it gives out a lot of heat. So, and looking under there, there's a huge heat sink. So let me just go through the specs as it is. So when I did put this thing on, I was really blown away by its performance. And the specs on it is very close to the Xbox Series X. So let me just look on here. Right. So I've had to get my other phone just to show you the specs. But as you can see, it's got 8 custom Jaguar cores at 2.13 gigahertz, 6 teraflops, 440 CUs at 1.172, custom GCN. Okay, that's my screen gone off. And apologies because I got the camera light on. Let me just drop this one off. Yeah, that's even better. And then I don't even know what a die size is, so I'm just going to leave that. If you know what a die size is, let me know in the comments below. And this is the list of specs of the Xbox One S. So they've all had their similarities, to be fair. Internal storage 1 terabyte. So the problem with the storage, it swallows up very quickly. But this has a 1 terabyte solid state hard drive. So basically a hybrid drive, I should say. Half solid state, half normal standard hard drive, I should say. 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray drive. 4K at 30 frames per second, up to 60 frames per second. Which is very close to the Xbox Series X. So if you're looking to get an Xbox One X in 2021, it's worth it, because the developers of the third-party games that make the games for this will be supported for the next 2 or 3 years. So it's worth getting one now if you can. But if you want to wait a little bit longer, it's up to you. It's your decision. But anyway, so this is why I got it, because it was very cheap. You know, so I bought an Xbox One X in 2021, and that's what I'm going to call this now. But anyways, that was just like a quick discussion that I've bought this thing right now as it is in this day and age. And there's people who are willing to get one of these because Microsoft had literally ceased production of these. But my god, this thing does look absolutely warped. Yeah, I can actually tell the previous user who had this had not looked after this thing very, very well. So what I like about this, it's got the built-in transformer, the built-in power brick that's inside it. So that's what's put a bit of weight on it. And also it can be, you can stand it up vertically as well. But what I didn't even see down here was this. You know what? That absolutely cool is that. And I just like the design of this thing. So if you're looking to get a limited edition Xbox One X, I'd get one now. Because at the end of the day, it will be a collector's item. And it will look very, very nice if you just treasure this away. Or if you have this in a display cabinet also. But this skull is looking at me right now. So I just... And the other thing is, there's a little dent on there, so I can tell someone has dropped something on it. And just like I said, the previous person who had this has not looked after this thing very, very well. And I don't even know what this hole is. That's a emergency eject, so if the console won't turn on and if there's a disc stuck in there, then you stick a drawing pin or a needle in there just to get the disc out, and that's what it is. So it's kind of like it has a mechanical feature, mechanism inside it. So it's a mixture of mechanism and electronic. So I'm just going to leave it at that, guys, and I'll say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And by the way, I was recording off a Moto G8 Plus. And what I like about the phone that I'm recording off, the camera quality is absolutely brilliant. Of course. So I'll just have to say thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.